with Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Hi everybody, welcome to another one of my little videos. Today, this video is going to be a recent record haul. So there's a few albums I'm going to show you which haven't been featured in any video for this month. So all of these I have so far got in October, but there is some more that are coming hopefully later this week. Just a quick one. I also got these today. Put my glasses on. Got these off the internet. Little lights. You can either use them with batteries or you can run them off a USB. That's off. That's on. So the Yellow Submarine. And then we've got Sergeant Pepper's drum. Again. Switch them on and off, look. Which I thought would just be nice for like background in the music room. Put them there like that. And move that around a little bit like that. That's better. That's better. I can see you all now. So yeah, so as I've said, none of these LPs or records have actually been featured in any video yet this month. Seeing as I've got a Rolling Stones t-shirt on, there's a Beatles one in with this lot as well. We're going to start off with this one. If you watch one of my videos from last month, you know I was quite lucky to get a Rolling Stones box set of like the first 8 UK studio albums, but this one wasn't in it, which I'm quite surprised about. And this is the Rolling Stones Got Live If You Want It, so it is a live recording, hence the Rolling Stones t-shirt. So we've got Under My Thumb, Get Off My Cloud, Lady Jane, Not Fade Away, I've Been Loving You Too Long, and Fortune Teller. Side 2 is The Last Time, 19th Nervous Breakdown, Time Is On My Side, It's Alright, Have You Seen Your Mother Baby Standing in the Shadows, and I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Now, although it says it's Nova, so it's actually a German pressing. Bring that there. Didn't pay a lot for it. That's the track listing at the back. Some nice photos on the front. Now I've actually played this. Does need sticking, don't get me wrong, it just needs sticking. I've played it. Does need a clean though. So that is the labels of side 1. And then that is the labels for side 2. I don't know. To me, the sound quality on it ain't that good. Yes, I know it was recorded in 1966 or whenever, 1965, 66. So I think originally, if I remember rightly, originally this was actually released as a EP in the UK. This is a German import, but I think you could get this in other countries. Recorded live at the Royal Albert Hall, London. It doesn't say when, does it? It just say copyright 1967 on there. So that's the first one. I didn't pay a lot for it. I think I paid around about £10–12 for it. Nice to have to the collection, and like I say, I'm surprised it wasn't in the box set, to be honest. That is a nice addition, although I don't think the sound quality is up to much by today's standards. That's what I mean. This is one that's come in the post today. John Lennon Plastic Ono Band album, and I didn't realise this is actually by a chap that I did a bit of a video on him a few weeks ago, well a few months ago now, where I bought a load of 50s and 60s records off him, and his actual name is, well, his name on eBay is Vinyl Scott, but his proper name is Stuart Fraser. Lovely bloke, lovely to deal with. I have got a couple of copies of this album, John Lennon Plastic Ono Band. I'll take it out the wrapper. But this is probably one of the best ones I've seen for a long time. Of course, this was John's first proper solo album, wasn't it, of music, not as of like experimental music. And the nice thing about this when it came out was it was on a bit of a custom label. So it's just a white apple on both sides. So that's side 1. And that is side 2. And the majority of the musicians on this was just John Lennon, Ringo Starr and Klaus Voormann, wasn't it? Although Billy Preston was on a track, and I think Phil Spector played on a track. So side 1 is Mother, Hold On, I Found Out, Working Class Hero and Isolation. Side 2 you've got Remember, Love, Well, 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 Look at Me, God and My Mum Is Dead. I love the track Love. I love the track Love. And I do actually quite like Working Class Hero. Now in the UK, when Imagine was released as a single, because it wasn't released as a single in the UK till 1975, Working Class Hero was the B-side. Although I don't think that's not the original Inner Sleeve. The original Inner Sleeve had the worst of the songs, didn't it? Again, I didn't pay much for it. I think it was £12. Played this morning. It sounds absolutely amazing, to be honest. I played it on my old Technics downstairs. If you haven't got this record, this is, if you're a John Lennon fan, this is one that you do have to have, in my humble opinion. Track for track, it's probably on par with Imagine. They call it his Primal Scream album because it's like a very basic album, very acoustic, very angry in some places as well, but there is some brilliant songs on it. Then we've got an Oasis LP. If you know, I did get Definitely Maybe for my birthday off Mrs. Beetle Dave, or Susie Sue, as she's also known. So I've treated myself to What's the Story, Morning Glory. Now, unfortunately, this is not an original copy. It's still sealed. It's brand spanking new. I haven't played it yet. I've got it on CD, but this has got more tracks on it than the CD for some reason. So it's a double album. So you've got Hello, Roll With It, Wonderwall, Don't Look Back in Anger, Hey Now, Bonehead's Bank Holiday, Some Might Say, Cast No Shadow, She's Electric, Morning Glory, Champagne Supernova. But you've also got 2 tracks that have got no names. They're just silent. Well, they're not silent tracks. They're just like incidental music. One of them is 44 seconds long and one is 39 seconds long. Again, a fantastic album. I know a lot of people don't like Liam or Noel. I think Oasis was one of the best bands of the 1990s. Yes, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but again, if you're a serious record collector, I think you have got to have a copy of this, whether it's an original or a reissue somewhere in your collection. Original ones of these go for the hundreds now, and I gave mine away a few years ago. The next one is an album that I had when I was 14, or maybe not even 14, maybe 13. I got it when it came out, and you're gonna think, Dave, why have you got an album like this? It's an album by a band. They were a punk band, but they're sort of like the new wave of punk. So there was like more of thrash punk, I think you'd call it now. And it's a band called The Exploited, and this is a live album from 1981. And when it did come out, this is an original copy of it. Like I say, I got rid of all my punk stuff basically when I was about 20, I got rid of most of it. So this is a live album. Some of the songs was on the first album and stuff. So it's got Cop Cars, Crashed Out, Dole Q, Dogs of War, Army Life, Out of Control, Rupert the Bear, ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that. And then it's got the mod song, Exploited by My Army, Reality, Sex and Violence, Punk's Not Dead, and I Believe in Anarchy. Not everybody's cup of tea, I will admit. I still like it. I did actually meet the lead singer once, Watty Butchman, and when I was running my pubs a few years ago, I actually had a band come to play for me, and the singer was the drummer of The Exploited, but not the original drummer. He's not the drummer that was on these, because apparently the original drummer died. Can't remember what they called it, Black Flag or something, I think they called themselves. This is on red vinyl as well, so it is actually quite a nice looking album, and for a lot of you it'll look better than what it sounds like. I mean, to me, it's all right. I've, childhood memories and all that. It's like I've said before, sometimes records are a little bit like having your own time machine, or if you watched Doctor Who last night, your own TARDIS, because it can take you back to times gone by. I paid £12 for that, and that was with postage and packaging. The cheapest one I could find today on eBay, that was an original was 25 quid, so I don't think I've done too bad with that. And the chap is actually in a punk band, so I will give him a quick plug. And he did actually write me a nice little letter as well, thanking me for buying off him. And the last one, this also came today, is a David Bowie album. I say David Bowie album very loosely. He's featured on most of the tracks, but not on all of them. And it's actually called The Many Faces of David Bowie, A Journey Through the Inner World of David Bowie. Limited edition. So on coloured vinyl. Some of the songs he's covered, some is featured on, some are by him. So side one, you've got You've Been Around. That's Reeves Gabriel's featuring David Bowie. Then you've got All the Young Dudes. That's Ian Hunter and Mick Ronson. It's actually a good good version of that. Then you've got Andy Warhol. That's Dana Gillespie, and that was produced by Mick Ronson and David Bowie. Then you've got Growing Up and I'm Fine. That's by Mick Ronson. Then you've got Fun Time, Iggy Pop and David Bowie. So that's side one. Side two, it says The Spiders from Mars. You've got Ziggy Stardust, The Spiders from Mars. Then you've got Pleasure Man, Hey Ma, Get Popper. That's Mick Ronson. I Am Divine, A Cherry and the Astronauts, produced by David Bowie. I Just Want to Have Something to Do. That's Angie Bowie. Yes, Angie Bowie, his ex-wife. All the Way from Memphis, which is Ian Hunter and Mick Ronson, which was also done by Mark the Hooper, wasn't it? Side 3, or Side C, is The Man Who Fell to Earth. The King of Stamford Hill, Reeves Gables, featuring David Bowie. Moon Age Daydream, The Spiders from Mars. That is actually a brilliant version of that. I don't know who's singing it. I don't think it's David Bowie singing it, but it's a brilliant version of it. Lonely House, Carmen. Sister Midnight, Iggy Pop and David Bowie. I Am a Lesser, A Cherry and the Astronauts, produced by David Bowie. And then this final side is I'm a Man, The Yardbirds, Waiting for the Man, Velvet Underground. Sorrow, The McCoys. Around and Around, Chuck Berry and Le Mort, or My Death. Because he obviously covered that, didn't he? So I haven't. It's in the shrink wrap, but it is a gatefold. But I haven't actually opened the gatefold, if that makes sense. I will show you. I'll show you the actual records because they're actually quite nice. So this is record 1. Oops. So this is side A and side B. So that, get it the right way, Dave. That's the label to side A. And that's the label to side B. Lovely red vinyl. I have played this. It actually sounds, you know, really, really good. This is a thing years ago. People always used to say, don't get coloured vinyl because it sounds crap compared to black. Nowadays, I don't think there's much in it, to be honest. This is record 2, so this is side C and D. This time it's blue vinyl, reminiscent of the Beatles' Red Album and Blue Album, isn't it? Because you could get them on coloured vinyl. So that is my little haul so far of records that I haven't featured on any other videos for October of 2020. There is, like I say, there is quite a bit of Beatles stuff still to come, and of course I'm still waiting on the Revolver box set, which I think should be here by Friday, but I will be back doing silly hours at work by then. Anybody who watched my video yesterday, by the way, I'm sorry if it was a bit muted. Yesterday it took me 4 attempts to make a video, and then in the end it didn't come out as well as I thought it would, but I just thought, well, it's there, you know, so I will leave it for a bit. I had some nice comments on it as well, by the way. So as always, thank you to everybody that is watching and leaving me likes and leaving me comments and subscribing. Just a quick one, if you're not subscribed, please, you know, if you like my videos and you like what I'm doing, please do subscribe, because it is absolutely free. It doesn't cost you a penny. and the more subscriptions I get, the bigger I can build my channel, and the bigger I build my channel, the more videos I can do. And you know, I've got plans for the future which I've talked about before. And apart from that, that's going to be it for today. As always, thank you to everybody that is subscribing, whether you're an old subscriber or a new subscriber, or you've just come across this little channel of mine today and you like it. Thank you very much. Everybody's welcome in my